you send in the next patient, please? Yeah, thanks. Come in.
Oh, Dr. Thompson, thank you for seeing me so soon. The lady at the desk gave me this paper to fill out.
Thank you. Mrs. Ryan.
Right. I mean, it's a really nice place that you got here. Oh, I didn't mean to be so critical. I guess you have a lot of nervous people here.
Anxiety is perfectly normal under the circumstances. You take all the time you need.
No, I just want to go right on with it. I'm pregnant, and I have to have an abortion.
Why don't you sit down? Now, you've had your pregnancy confirmed by your own gynecologist.
Yes, Dr. Wolf. He's at Riverside Hospital.
And how advanced are you?
Well, it was December 21st. That was about 8 weeks ago. Is that all right?
Yes, that's okay for us. This clinic will not terminate a pregnancy that's progressed past the 12th week.
Oh, well, that's fine then. How soon can I, view?
Well, we want to do our own medical examination, and then after you've talked to Dr. De Silva, our staff psychologist, if you still want to terminate the pregnancy, we'll go ahead and give you an appointment.
What, appointment when?
Oh, within a few days. This pamphlet will explain to you our procedures and the technique that we use. And here are some federal forms that you have to complete.
No, you don't seem to understand. I want to have this abortion, and I want to have it today.
Mrs. Ryan, some delay is built into the system so that people who are emotionally overwrought have time to consider the decision carefully.
Well, I have already considered it, and I want to have that abortion today because if I don't, I think I'm going to lose my nerve.
No.
Hey, what's a good word?
Good word is I have the afternoon off.
Incredible.
And also that Mary had a wonderful idea about us the other day.
She wants us to be on the Channel R News as the most overworked residents of Riverside Hospital. Only you've just blown that by getting the afternoon off.
No, it's more like she suggested that we might like to get married on St. Patrick's Day.
That would be a great idea.
Is March 17th too soon?
No.
Oh, Pat, it seems like the perfect day, doesn't it?
It really is perfect.
Bye.
Hey, where are you going?
Your opinion isn't the only one that counts in these matters. See you later.
Okay. Thanks. Hello, Kevin. Pat, hi. Has anyone seen Delia around today? I see. Could you do me a favor and look upstairs and call me back? I'm in urology. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Join us for The Chew, a new talk show that's made fresh every day.
Wait till you try this.
With expert advice.
My favorite prosciutto comes from Iowa, but fortunately, they deliver.
Dish towels, they make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues.
The hottest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips.
Smaller shrimp are less expensive and just as tasty in my yummy gumbo.
Join The Chew for a bite. Weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
You do look good.
Well, if you insist.
How can I say no to you?
You know my weakness.
Real good. You're so sweet.
You're so salty. Irresistible.
Giving in to snacks? There's a better way to satisfy your cravings twice a day with Special K. Enjoy something sweet and something salty and still stay on track. So go ahead and embrace snacking with Special K.
Hey, it's me, Water.
check this out. Booyah! Shazam! H2O. Hydrolicious Magic Bananas. It's our first one-click faucet filter that removes 99% of lead and microbial cysts. Adios, contaminos.
Well, I always worry about what's in the food that I put on my children's plate.
That's why we use all white meat breading that is whole grain with omega-3 and no preservatives.
It's my goal to make the highest quality, best tasting nugget on the market. I want consumers to go, dang, that's a good nugget.
If you have diabetes, you can still enjoy delicious foods like these. Call now for these 5 free diabetic cookbooks featuring delicious meals, tasty snacks, and yummy desserts. You'll also get this free poster-sized meal planning guide with easy-to-follow directions for good eating.
If you have diabetes and are on Medicare, you qualify for these 5 free cookbooks and free meal planning guide. Call 1-800-841-9300.
With your free set of cookbooks, you can enjoy more of the food you love, like delicious oven-fried chicken, mouth-watering lemon meringue pie, and cheesy potato skins. If you have diabetes, call this toll-free number now.
For your 5 free cookbooks and free meal planning guide, call 1-800-841-9300. That's 1-800-841-9300.
Ah, darling, how good it is to see you in the middle of the day for a change.
Well, it's just a flying visit, but can I help you there?
Oh, yes, please do. This is one of those jobs that's never done. I just get them filled up and some little gremlin comes along and empties them on me.
Well, it's a good chance to earn some extra points with my future mother-in-law.
No, as if you needed them.
Well, nevertheless. Is Delia around?
No, she's not. She dashed out of here early this morning for parts unknown. I'm beginning to get a little worried about her.
You had Little John all day?
Well, actually, Frank offered to get Mrs. Shaw, but Big John and Little John have been doing errands ever since breakfast.
That's nice. How is Frank?
Well, sad for most part, but he's better than he was. Well, you can't blame him for getting upset. I mean, going along as he did, thinking that Jill's baby was his.
Jill couldn't help it, Maeve.
Oh, I'm sure she had her reasons, dear, but... Oh, Faith, I don't want to talk about it with you. I'm so filled with pleasure at the thought of you and Patrick. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. And there is an idea I'd like to try out on you.
Oh, yes?
What would you think of a wedding on St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, nothing would please his father and me more.
Well, we haven't made anything definite yet, but I'd really like to get married at St. Aloysius with Father McShane and Mr. Musson co-celebrating.
I sometimes wonder. I'm just in wonder how perfect you are for Patrick.
Well, I was hoping you'd approve.
I love it all, darling, love it all.
Thanks.
You'll have the most beautiful wedding since Mary's. Go along now. I could do this by myself, and Delia'd be along to give me a hand in a minute.
Okay, maybe I will then. I'm so excited. I want to tell Jill about it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mary, hi.
Hi. Aren't you going to ask me to come in?
Well, I wasn't sure you were speaking to me. I'm glad to see you, though.
I'm glad to see you. Are you all right?
Well, physically, I'm fine. As for everything else, so-so. Come on in. Take off your coat.
You know, when Frank first told me that your baby wasn't his, that Seneca was the father, I was absolutely furious with you. I couldn't think of much else. Only the longer I thought about it, the more clearly I realized how difficult it must have been for you.
Yeah.
I know you love Frank.
Yes, I do.
Jill, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Oh, Mary, thank you for being able to come here and say all of that to me.
Well, somehow I keep going back to the feeling that no matter what's happened, you and Frank are right together and you belong together.
Well, I felt that for a long time now. But there's not much I can do about it now, is there?
He's still very angry.
I'm a little angry at him, too. I mean, Mary, when I think about all the years that I made accommodations for Frank and tried to understand things that were difficult to understand, I mean, I really don't feel like he's making much of an effort now either. Anyway, I hope you and I can remain friends.
Yeah.
I want that a lot. We've been through a lot together. And right now, we seem to be sharing the same thing, being separated from the men we love.
Something's wrong somewhere.
I was wondering, are things any better between you and Jack?
Not so as you'd notice it. He tried to serve me with a complaint so he can start a divorce action.
You mean he won't even wait until the baby's born?
The idea of the baby has him speeding on his way.
I know if he would just give himself a chance, he would change his mind.
Oh, Jill, he may never even admit I had the baby.
It's so wrong. What's right is for the two of you to be together and going through all of this together, including the birth of your baby. Mary, are you in a hurry?
No.
Listen, Seneca was here this morning suggesting something for us, and I'm just wondering now if it might not be helpful for you and Jack.
Urology, Dr. Ryan. Oh, hi, Kevin. She's not. Little John and Doss still out? Uh-huh. How's business? Okay, good. All right. Well, thanks for checking. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, Dr. Ryan.
Hello, Roger. What are you doing around here?
Well, I thought I'd come by and have a little chit-chat with Marshal Westheimer to see if he'd be willing to speak on my behalf to Seneca, which he wasn't.
Isn't that going over Seneca's head?
Let me tell you something, Pat. This is my family's hospital. I was raised in the shadow of these buildings. My father devoted his life to Riverside. Now I have two sisters working here, and Seneca Bolak is not going to stop me from working here again. Yeah, I got that out of my system.
Hey, Roger, wait a minute. Would you come in here a second? Have you seen Delia around this morning by any chance?
No.
She was very upset, and I'm worried. Did she ever mention anything to you about getting an abortion?
So, that's what's on your mind, huh?
She left the house early this morning, and nobody knows where she is.
Well, I haven't got the slightest idea.
You know, when Delia told me she was pregnant, I think she expected me to break off with Faith instantly and say I'd marry her. When I didn't do that, she looked really desperate.
You do abortions here, and this is a clinic. Well, that's exactly what I want, and I want it right now.
Mrs. Ryan, won't you please sit down?
I don't want to sit down.
It's not good for you to be so agitated.
Well, I'm very agitated, and I can't help that, and you want me to be calm, but I'm not feeling calm.
But surely you understand that when you're in a highly emotional state, you can't always think clearly.
I'm thinking very clearly. In fact, I have never thought so clearly in my entire life. The father of this baby
doesn't want to marry you. Is that it? Well, unhappily, that's not an uncommon situation.
Well, he wants to marry somebody else.
Well, it must be very, very difficult for you.
Yeah, I've been very desperate, and I've been very afraid and alone.
Never alone.
Thank you. You know, when I found out that I was pregnant, oh, I was so happy because I thought it would bring the father and I so much closer together.
Yes, I understand.
But you see, it didn't. It just pushed us further apart.
Well, if he's in love with someone else, it's...
No, you see, he thinks he's in love with someone else, but he really isn't in love with somebody else. But I'm not going to fight anymore. I mean, as much as this baby matters to me, I just have to get rid of it.
Mrs. Ryan, you're only 8 weeks pregnant. You're extremely upset. I'm not at all sure that you're in a state to make a well-thought-out decision. Now, please, will you take more time and make sure that an abortion is really what you want to do.
See, it's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do. And this baby is going to hurt a lot of people, and I just can't bear to bring so much unhappiness to other people's lives. I just can't.
A few days.
A few days? You don't seem to understand. I don't have a few days. I have to do it right now, or else I'm not going to get through it.
Well, perhaps you shouldn't go through it.
I have to. What are you doing? I come here for some help, and all you do is talk, and you give me these stupid pamphlets and all these federal forms to fill out. Now, I've come for an abortion right now, right now.
People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up. So damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Consumed by addiction, forced out of her job.
Carly Manning has been relieved of her duty.
Has she finally hit rock bottom?
I need help.
Or can Vivian,
Here for a refill?
push her down even more?
Please help me.
Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet.
My, what have we here?
Butterfinger Snackers.
I love Butterfinger. I think I'll try one.
Ow!
Butterfinger Snackers.
Nobody's gonna lay a finger on my Butterfinger Snackers.
Here's the great thing about love. Anything is possible when you're with the right person.
I can just look at her and instantly just makes me smile.
He's my best friend. I can't wait to marry him. I love everything about him.
Experience the difference of a site that really cares about helping you find a wonderful relationship. Visit eHarmony today and review your compatible matches free.
I wanted to look great. Benadryl helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds. Lose weight and look great with Benadryl. Jason, look out!
Happening now on General Hospital.
I think I know what's causing Jason's seizures. Do you remember Jason's original accident?
Why are you?
The first accident made him a ruthless killer.
Jason!
No one knows what will happen this time.
Wait, wake up a different person?
Who will Jason be?
Say something.
General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, weeknights on SoapNet.
What you want to find is some way to involve Jack with the baby.
You're right.
Well, then this might be the perfect answer. I mean, excuse me. I mean, what Seneca's suggesting, it sounds great.
Hello.
Hiya, lady. How are you? Okay, come on in. Hi, Mary.
Hi. Oh, don't look like that. It's all right. Look at her face.
Well, we have come to a very nice understanding. I am very glad to hear that. Sit down, take your coat off. I have a professional opinion that I want from you. I was telling Mary about this new method of childbirth, which is supposed to be quiet and non-traumatic for the baby.
Yeah?
It also does is create this thing called bonding, which is supposed to be between the parents and the child, and it creates a great sense of sharing and togetherness right from the beginning.
Well, it sounds like Bill Wolf's research into the LeBoy-type deliveries.
Exactly. What do you know about it?
Well, it's new. Not widely practiced yet.
Is it safe? Well, that's one of the things I wanted to ask you. The baby is delivered into a quiet, darkened room, and he's handled very gently. And then he's given a bath by the father. He's put into warm water. And meanwhile, the father's been there through the whole delivery.
Yeah, as far as the father's presence is concerned. More and more hospitals are allowing it because it usually has a calming influence on the mother. Some doctors don't encourage it, but then that's their choice. Or maybe the mother's. I assume Seneca's interest is in the father's role.
Yeah, you're right about that. He's most interested in the bonding and turning the three of us into an instant family right there in the delivery room.
Well, tell me how that works.
Well, the idea is sharing the experience, I guess, and the fact that the father has a role in the child's life right from the beginning. And since it's done in conjunction with natural childbirth, supposedly Jack would take the Lamaze classes with you.
Well, that's obviously going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Well, the father's there for the first stages of the mother's labor, and then he's also there in the delivery room when the baby's born, too. The whole idea is making being born positive and welcoming. No bright lights, no loud voices. And when the baby's born, he's put on the mother's abdomen, which is familiar to him because it's warm and he hears the pulse. And then, for the first 4 or 5 minutes of birth, the mother and father massage the baby very gently. So what he experiences at first is the warmth of the mother and the parent's hands.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
And then comes the bath, right?
Right.
And the whole idea of that is that the father gives the baby something to make him feel safe and secure. And he does that by giving him something familiar, which, of course, is the bath.
Which makes the baby feel as if he's back in his own world again.
Exactly. And Seneca says that when the babies are put in the warm water, they look so terribly relieved. I mean, they open their little eyes, and they look around as if to say, hey, I know this. This is all right. It's fine.
Isn't it amazing?
I love it.
Is there a name for all this? A French doctor named Leboy developed it originally, and then Dr. Wolf and one of his associates adapted it for use here. There's been some complaints that it ties up the delivery room for too long, but I could talk to Dr. Wolf about that.
Well, Seneca said that he spoke to Dr. Wolf and arranged for me to see some videotapes on a Leboyer birth.
Oh, that's good.
You think Mary and I could see them together?
Oh, yes. Sure. In fact, why don't I see if I can set it up right now? I'd kind of like to go with you, too.
Oh, I want you to be there. I want to be able to ask questions and have you answer them.
I want to see it and understand it and know exactly what it's all about, because if any of what you say is true, Jack and I are going to have a hell of a fight over this.
Well, don't plan that until you know what it's all about.
Jill, whenever I hear about anything that could help to bring a father and a mother closer together over the birth of their child, I'm pretty easy to convince. Jack's afraid that he won't be able to relate to a baby, that he'll be terrified. This could be just the ticket to convince him otherwise.
Well, that was easy. It's all set up. We can go over right away and see the tapes. Mary?
We'll see what you've just described, the birthing and the parents together, and the little baby in his bath. Let's go. Come on.
Next, spend some time in Genoa City with the young and the restless. Later, see who's stirring up trouble in Pine Valley on All My Children, only on SoapNet. This summer, the party's on SoapNet.
We have a party to rock. You'll never take over my life.
Nothing is going to change how I feel about you.
I love Can't Die, baby.
Oh, it is so on.
What? Shut up! And you won't believe who's coming. You're back. This is one summer shindig you don't want to miss.
I am ready to have the summer of my life.
Only on SoapNet.
If your child was born with a serious birth defect, such as heart, lung, or brain damage, or spina bifida, you and your child may be entitled to a cash settlement and help with medical expenses, treatment, and care. Maternal use of prescription medications such as Paxil, Zoloft, Depakote, and Prozac during pregnancy may be linked to serious birth defects. If your child was born with a serious birth defect,
call 1-877-399-5799 now.
They're two of a kind, and just like toddlers, puppies need food made for them. That's why there's Purina Puppy Chow, with all the essential nutrients your growing puppy needs. Purina Puppy Chow.
Well, I'm not going over there.
Look at me. 1, we're a salty sweet snack. 2, salty sweet snacks get eaten. And 3, I prefer her versus Hungry Eyes over here.
She's been a friend, the mother of your children, a soulmate. Isn't it time to let that special someone know exactly how you feel? Give her the gift she always wanted. Give her a polio vaccine.
It's perfect.
Whatever cause you're passionate about, give it as a gift at changingthepresent.org.
Get ready for The Chew.
Wait till you try this.
A new kind of daytime talk show where everybody brings something different to the table.
It's going to be a show that centers around food, family, fun.
with expert advice.
Don't oversauce your pasta. Just a little bit goes a long way.
Dish towels, they make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues.
The latest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips you can use at home.
Best food finds in your area are always going to be at a small local market.
Quick, inexpensive meal? Let's talk chicken.
We all bring such different perspectives and such different passions, and you never know what's going to happen.
So treat yourself to something new and delicious every day.
Join us.
Join us?
Join us. Join us.
At the table.
Join the Chew. Weekdays starting Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
It's not just that I'm worried about Delia. I just don't know about the idea of abortion.
Wait a minute, Pat. I'm a little puzzled. Look, I realize that you're Catholic, but there's a great deal more at stake here than Delia's pregnancy. I mean, Faith loves you. Right now, she's planning your wedding and your whole life together. I thought you'd be a little bit relieved at the thought of Delia terminating the pregnancy.
I never asked her to do that, Roger.
No, and it never occurred to me that you had. Look, what do you think is right for Delia in this circumstance?
I'm not entirely sure. I know that marriage between Delia and me would not be an answer to anything. I love her in a certain way, and I'll always be fond of her, but marriage would be a disaster.
That's kind of funny, because it wouldn't be with me. I find her an endless source of delight. And I see right through her, so I know that everything would be wonderful. And I like what I see.
Faith always said you two would be perfect together.
I realize that you're the man she wants. I have no illusions about that. And after all, it is your child.
If she's still carrying it. Do you have any idea how my family would react if they knew she was even considering an abortion? My mother would be horrified.
Pat, what if she's just out? I mean, she could be shopping or something.
I have a responsibility to that baby. That's what's clear. As for what happens next, that depends on where Delia is and what she's doing right this minute.
I've thought and I've thought and I've thought about it, and I know this is the only solution.
Mrs. Ryan, you must calm down.
How can I be calm when I don't feel calm? And why are you just sitting there? Why isn't there something that you're doing for me?
Why don't I find out if our staff psychologist, Dr. De Silva, has some time? I know you would feel better if you spoke with him.
Oh, I don't need a psychologist. I just need somebody to help me.
Mrs. Ryan.
Please help me, please.
Perhaps if you went home and considered your situation at greater length.
Oh, I can't go home.
Would you like to tell me why you feel you can't go home?
Well, the subway, you know, all that noise and the dirt and all those people. I just...
Mrs. Ryan, is there someone you'd like me to call?
Maybe.
What?
Oh, yeah, that would be wonderful.
A friend, perhaps?
No, my mother-in-law. I mean, my ex-mother-in-law. She'll make me feel a lot better.
And her name?
Maeve Ryan. Mrs. Johnny Ryan. I have her number right on that sheet over there. I live with her.
Fine. I'll call her right this minute.
Okay. I'm so glad that you thought of that. See, I know Maeve will make me feel a lot better.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.